It is time for a new Jewels Mani challenge, the first one of 2023. It's going to be a bit of a chatty one, but if you are interested in seeing how I created this look, I'm going to roll the intro and get right into it. So keep on watching. So real quick, Ritzy Dips is sponsoring this month's challenge. She created all of these gorgeous dips to go along with it. I will leave the names of all of them listed in the description for you guys. So if you guys want to grab any of those, you will be able to find the names and then order them. So in my video, I'm going to use the Chaos, I believe this holder is called the Chaos Grande. You can hold a multitude of bottles in there, which I love because you all know I use a different, I'm kind of OCD with my dips, so I will use a dip specifically for solid colors and then a dip base specifically for glitter, and I also use separate activators as well. So I love the Chaos Grande holder because I'm just able to actually fit my solid dip base, my glitter dip base, and then my activators and my top coat. It fits all 5 of those bottles perfectly. So I am using 3 colors from those swatches that I just showed you. However, my middle finger and my thumb, it's so weird how in certain lighting it looks like some colors would match, or it's just the tone of my skin sometimes. Once I get a color on, I'm like, okay, that didn't match the way that I wanted it to. So I did end up off camera, I redid my thumb and my middle finger in the dip called Sand, which is more of just a brown, almost like a khaki. It looks like sand, the color. So I ended up redoing my middle and my thumb in that color just because it matched better with the glitter that I used. But anyway, I hope you all had a great Christmas. I hope you had a good New Year. So Happy New Year. I know I'm like 2 weeks late. I'm gonna talk about it. But here is the inspo pic for this month if you have not seen it yet. So here is the palette for this month's challenge. I love how simple and easy. It just gives me such a relaxing kind of vibe to it, which is what I feel like we all need in February after all of the busy months. But this palette was created, I'm gonna pop her Instagram picture up here. I connected with her on Instagram. She is a graphic designer. She creates and posts all of these gorgeous palettes for different seasons. She also can create logos and all kinds of different stuff if you have a website or YouTube or anything like that. I'm going to leave her Instagram info in the description box below as well if you guys want to go and check her out. She creates some really amazing things, and I was just kind of chit-chatting. Well, I sent her a message and I was like, hey, do you mind if I use this palette for one of my Mani challenges? And I of course told her what the challenge was and what it's all about and what we all do, and she was super excited that I wanted to use one of her palettes. So I of course wanted to give her a shout out, just so you guys know that this palette is not actually one that I just found on Google, which there's nothing wrong with, but I'm super excited that this is kind of like a custom made, like somebody took the time to create it type of thing. She didn't create it for this challenge, but yeah, I love it. I think she is amazing, and I just love how, I don't know, comfy and cozy this color palette was. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this needs to be a February palette. I feel like we all need like a cleanser after just after the year. I'm sure since it has been for me, it's just been a long and rough year for a lot of people. So I love that this one is kind of like earthy and neutral tones. I feel like all of these colors, no matter which 2 or 3 you choose, I feel like they just go so well together. All the details for the Mani Challenge is going to be in the description box below for you guys. I'm not going to go through all of the rules just because, I mean, February will be a year already that we've been doing these Jewels Mani Challenges. So I feel like we all know the rules by now, right? But if you have not participated in one, if this is your first video for the Jewels Mani Challenge that you're watching, then first of all, welcome. And everything you need to know is in the description box, all of like entry dates and just rules, which there really aren't many rules. But I just thought I would chit chat with you guys for a little bit while you watch me do my Mani Challenge Mani. But this month is sponsored by Ritzy Dips, if I didn't say that already. My brain is still like overwhelmed. It's just been. So it is sponsored by Ritzy Dips. This was actually my first time using Ritzy Dips, and I am obsessed. I'm hooked. I cannot wait to order more. Her powders applied so easily and beautifully. I love the colors. She really took some time to create some good ones. So make sure you check her out if you've never used Ritzy Dips before. I'm sure some of you have. It's still crazy to me how long I've been dipping my nails, and I still find companies that I have never tried before. Some I've never even heard of before. So if you have a dip company that you love and you think I might enjoy as well, definitely leave it in the comments below, because I would love to try some new brands this year and maybe even potentially have them sponsor a Mani Challenge sometime. So let me know how your New Year's and your Christmas all was, because I want to hear about it. I am so sorry I have not posted in a while. It has just been a long, like 6 months. I had a whole bunch of videos written out in my planner to do, and then my grandfather, who lives in Florida, I've talked to you guys about my grandparents before, he got sick out of nowhere and ended up unexpectedly passing away right before Christmas. So if I'm just being honest, I just mentally, it was too much, and I just couldn't like fake doing a voiceover sounding all like happy and stuff. You guys know what I mean? So it was just, and then Christmas is always kind of depressing for me now anyway, just because you guys know my husband passed away. It'll be 3 years in February. So the holidays are just a little bit sad for me right now. I'm sure each year it will get a little better. This is the first Christmas, though, since Tom passed, that Gabe was actually excited for Christmas. So I really did love seeing that, and that helped me a lot to see him finally be excited again, because the last 2 Christmases before, he didn't even want to put the tree up. He didn't want to do any kind of decorations. He didn't even want to go anywhere on Christmas. Barely even asked me for anything. He just was not feeling it. So this year, he was really, really excited about it and into it, and actually wanted to go drive around and see Christmas lights and do all that stuff. But losing my grandfather right before Christmas, and then just, it was a lot. And I definitely, you guys know, I have no problem talking about my struggle with anxiety and depression and stuff. It was just a build up and build up and build up, and I just got extremely overwhelmed. But things are starting to kind of calm down now, so I do have a bunch of videos planned, but if there's anything that you guys would like to see me do, definitely put it in the comments, or you can just direct message me on Instagram or Facebook. And I do have my Facebook group too, so if there's ever anything that you guys see, if you see like a nail inspo picture and you're like, oh, I would like to see if you could try to do this, you can always just post it right in the Facebook group if you want to do that too. So yeah, so it's just been, and then I did have a free day the other day that I was planning on filming some videos, and then I woke up to Kit Kat peeing blood, so we spent a good majority of the day at the vet. Luckily, we're hoping that he just has a bad UTI, but you guys know me, I'm like watching him like a hawk. I even brought like all of my filming equipment out into the living room, pulled it all out of my nail room, brought it out into my living room just so I could keep a better eye on him. And because Maverick, you guys know, my 9-10-month-old husky puppy, he is just so bad and he will not stop chewing on shit. Drives me crazy, but it's just so much easier right now. So hopefully you guys can see this video okay. I did get a little out of frame when I was doing that like burgundy solid color nail, which is why I kind of clipped out me doing the pinky and yeah, so all that fun stuff. So hopefully this video is okay. Hopefully you guys can see it all right. But I'm going to stop talking for a minute and let you guys watch. And I'm going to get back for some stamping. All right, so I did all of my filing and buffing off camera, and now I am going to do some really easy stamping. This is just kind of my take on a sweater nail. Unfortunately, this is a stamping plate that I got in one of the Maniology subscription bags, so it's not available. But you can do any kind of stamp design that you just think is like super comfy and cozy, or you can do a decal, you can do straight up freehand nail art, do whatever you want. Do a sweater nail. I'm using my jelly stamper from Clear Jelly Stamper. It is my favorite. I love that it comes with a extra jelly that stores right on the bottom. I'm using these two stamping polishes from Maniology, but you can use whatever colors you would like. I kind of wish that I would have went with a darker brown, just because I kind of didn't take into consideration doing it over the kind of burgundy colored nail that I did. I just think the burgundy kind of altered the color of the stamping polish just ever so slightly. So looking back, I probably would have done a little bit darker of a brown. It still showed up, and I actually think this one ended up being my favorite design out of the two. But yeah, you guys will have to let me know. This is just kind of my take on a sweater now, since there is Triple D's Delicate Gel. I can use that, but I really try to not use gel that much because, like I said, I can use her Delicate Gel. I'm just afraid that if I use it too much, I can, you can develop an allergy to a gel that you have been using for years. So I would like to keep it to where I can use that gel because it's the only one I can use. So I usually do that whenever I'm using like one of her gel polishes for a mani. But I went through all my plates and I found this one and it's all sweater themed. So I was like, we'll just do a stamped sweater. And I'm not a huge fan of like the texture of like a sugar nail or the sweater nail. So I kind of like this better. But if you don't have an issue with gel and you don't mind a textured nail, then by all means, do what you want. But I'm just going to get these stamped on. Like I said, I wanted this month's to be just a really easy and simple, comfy, cozy, which is why I just did some stamping, because to me, it's super easy. And then I'm going to apply my smudge-free top coat. I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to dry. And then I did clear cap my designed nails and I did top coat them off camera. I meant to order the dip liquids from Ritzy Dips, and when my grandfather passed away, I totally forgot to order those. So I just top coated off camera just because I did not have her liquids to use. And whenever I do a mani challenge, I try to use just their products. So that is why. But if you have tried Ritzy Dips liquids before, let me know in the comments how you feel about them, if you like them. I do still plan to order them. Or if you would like me to do a kind of dip liquids review video on them, let me know. If there's anything you want to see me do this year, let me know in the comments and I will add it to my planner to-do list. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that dry. I am using Sparkle & Co.'s Clear Dip. So I will be, well, here I am. My brain today, you guys. So I'm going to just apply cuticle oil. My nails are all top coated and done. Hopefully you guys were okay with this being a little bit of a shorter video. Hopefully. So I love this cuticle oil. It is the Apothecary, I believe, skin line from Rebel. Surprise, surprise. But I love it. It's a CBD oil. It has been so helpful for my eczema. I still prefer my Triple D cuticle oils and stuff, but I really do love this oil from Rebel. I know it's not available to everybody, so I am sorry. But I've really been enjoying it. It has helped clear up my skin with this crazy cold weather. So let me know what you guys think of this mani challenge. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.